Saturday afternoon, 4:35. We got the Rams visiting the Packers. Interesting game because it opened at 7 and then immediately got bet down to 6.5. That is all about, I don't know what that's about, actually. I'm looking at the percentages in the Action Network app, and it's like money and bets coming on the Packers. So maybe it's a couple of wise guys betting on the Rams.
Yeah, that's got to be a smart group that came in and just bet it right when it came out Sunday night, like when me and you were talking. And yeah, people can judge me about going to bed at 8:30 on Sunday night. That's just what I do. I have to wake up and watch all the film of all the games from the previous week. It's just a habit during the season. I literally go to bed early, and then I'll wake up at 3, 4 in the morning and make more bets for the upcoming week. So I hate it too. I hate that I wake up so early. There's some days where I have nothing to do and I still wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, but it's a habit. So for this game, it's the same. I view it as the same as I did with the Seahawks and the Rams last week, where I knew the Rams were banged up. I know the Rams have a great defense, and looking at a Packers team that's well rested at home. But again, I have this number at 4 in my system, and that's what I'm worried about this week. That I adjusted too much to this home team not being as much value. But this game feels like it should be 4, 4.5. So right now, I think all the value is on the Rams. But watching Goff last week, he can't grip a football. When he's throwing the ball, he's kind of pushing it out of his hand. He's not really putting any spin on it. And the Packers, honestly, their strength is up front, but they just have great cornerbacks. And it makes me a little worried here. If it is going to be Goff this week, I wouldn't be as confident in this number. But to me, this has to be our foxhole bet of the week.
Oh, no, we're already in the foxhole.
Just because no one really believes in this Rams. I mean, I know the pros did last week. That was just a sharp game. And we talk all the time about fading the public, and that's what hurt me last week was getting away from that. If you just fade the public last week against the spread, I was 4-2. And I think on totals, it might have been 4-2 or it was 3-3, depending on when you got that Titans number. But it's a weird week where I just think that defense is really something that I value here in the playoffs. And looking at all the teams left, this is the best defense by far in the Rams. So we'll see what the deal is. If it's Goff, I won't play this. I can't back Goff in this game because I'm going to need him to make throws here because the Packers, they might get shut down here offensively, but we know Aaron Rodgers, he's going to get to that 20 number. He's going to get to 20 at home. So for me, I'll wait on this number because I need more info, and hopefully the public will come in heavy like you talked about on Green Bay, and this number will go back to 7. I can get the Rams at 7 again, but right now I have this game that all the value is on the Rams.
All right, so we'll wait on that and see how Jared Goff is doing. I also am curious about Aaron Donald. Like, he's so important to that defense, and he did not look good when he went out of that game the other day. The total in this game opened at 47. It got bet down to 45.5. Massive, massive money coming in on the under. You just mentioned you think Green Bay, the key number there, the magic number, they will get to 20. So then the question becomes, do they get to 25? Do they get to 30? Can the Rams get to 15? Like, how are you thinking about the total in this game?
So it sounds weird, but the number I came up, like my meeting, the most likely outcome for this game is 23-19. So my system's favoring the under, so I took the under already. I don't think I got that good. I think it was 47 you said when I opened. I didn't get that, unfortunately. I got 46.5. But I like the under because usually with Green Bay, we get cold here. And both these teams, they're designed around the run. I know Aaron Rodgers MVP this year. The offense was lights out, but we have Ramsey that's going to be shadowing Devontae Adams, which is probably one of my favorite matchups to watch this week. And you are right. That is worrisome with Aaron Donald because he did try to come back in. He didn't look right after the injury. But he's so tough, man. I could just see him getting shot up before the game with horse tranquilizers, and he's just going to play. Like, this guy is just a warrior. So, yeah, that's surprising that much money's come in, but these pros must have a read on it, and they must like the under as well. But if it crosses down to 42, I would probably take that over because it just feels like that's a key number with these two offenses. But it's an interesting total, but I wouldn't make it one of our best fives.
All right, so that is not a hornet's nest. That is not a. But we have chosen a foxhole. we have decided that the Rams plus 6.5 is the foxhole bet, assuming that Jared Goff is, we can see what's going to be happening with Jared Goff. I don't know that anything's going to change. I'm doubtful that Wolford is going to play. It feels like it's going to be a Jared Goff game. So I feel like you got to commit, really, to me.
Yeah, I still want to wait though, but I know what you mean. You should commit, but I'm not really worried about this number getting too low. I still think it's going to stay up here just because everyone's going to be teasing and taking the money line of the Packers. Like I did a big bet yesterday where I did Bama's money line with Green Bay's money line. So there's gonna be plenty of people out me that did the Joe Public money line bets like that. So I just think that enough money will come in with Packers that we can wait on this point. I think it'll get back to 7. If it does, and we're feeling confident on Saturday, I don't mind putting this in as our best 5.
All right.